Saturday night baseball here from Palooza Park at Arnold Field. The Stompers and the Silverados, the second of a short 2-game series. Here on this Saturday night, Nick Barnice and Eric Gleese, a couple of right-handers going here tonight. Stompers come into this ball game 41-16, coming off the 10-7 loss to Napa last night. The Silverados 26-31 with 7 games left to play before it's playoff time in the Pacific Association. So, we're a couple minutes away from first pitch, and here is the lineup that Nick Barnice will face here tonight for the Silverados. Leading off at shortstop, it'll be Willie Salas. Sean Jackson hits second in center field. Josh Montalongo bats third over at first base. The cleanup man is the left fielder, Nick Olch. Nico Tony, the designated hitter, will bat fifth. Dominic Bethencourt hits sixth over at third base. Austin Fitzpatrick bats seventh in right field. Dakota Connors will play second base and hit eighth, and then Jake Marshall will bat ninth. He's behind the plate tonight for Eric Gleese, a right-hander, 0-1, an ERA of 15. Nick Barnice, a 6'3" right-hander from Simi Valley, California, gets his start here tonight. His 12th start, he is 6-1 with a 3.59 ERA. 6 wins, that's tied for second. And with a win here tonight, he could tie his teammate Vijay Patel at the top of the Pacific Association with 7 wins. 3.59 ERA, that's second best in the league. 57 2/3 innings for Barnice, 31 runs, 23 earned. On 50 hits, he struck out 67 and walked 25. So Nick Barnice, the 6'3" right-hander, fastball, curveball, and a change-up, he'll face Alex Jackson, Montalongo, Olch, Tony Bethencourt, Fitzpatrick, Connors, and Marshall. Salas stands in, the right-handed hitting shortstop, and Barnice works out of the windup over the head motion in his first pitch to Salas. A fastball at 90 is fouled out of play to start the ball game. 6:08 first pitch, and 73 degrees, about 20 degrees cooler than it was last night at first pitch. So here's his 0-1 pitch to Salas, and he takes high, 1-1. Salas, the third best hitter in the Pacific Association behind center field shortstop Raul Navarro, and Stompers DH tonight, Nick Gatta. So here's the 1-1 from Barnice, and that is high and in. Change up that time from Barnice. 2 balls and a strike to open the ball game. Salas at .347 average. 5 home runs and 34 runs batted in. He was 1 for 4 last night with a walk, and Barnice missed his low ball 3. Barnice, the 2007 draft pick by the Tampa Bay Rays in the 3rd round, 95th overall. And his 3-1 is fouled out of play, and the count is full. Full count to open the ball game to Salas. 67 strikeouts, 25 walks for Barnice on the season. Sean Jackson waits on deck, and from the windup, Barnice goes. His payoff pitch on the way to Salas, and that is lined foul on the left field line. So long and bat against Barnice to open the ball game. His last start against Napa, he got the win. That was back on August 5th. 13-3, the Stompers won that game. He went 7 innings. That's a season high. Allowed 3 runs on 5 hits. He struck out 7 in that game. Another payoff pitch on the way to Salas, and Barnice gets a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Fastball at 95 from Barnice. And a strikeout opens the ball game for the big right-hander. He went to the low outside corner on Salas, got the call. Salas thought it was a little away. And so here is Sean Jackson. 236 for Jackson. He went 1 for 3 last night with an RBI single. He has 5 RBIs on the season, and 4 have come against the Stompers. Barnice starts him with a fastball that misses high and away. 1 ball and no strikes to count. 11-6, the Stomper record against the Silverados here on the season. The 1-0 pitch to Jackson is hit in the air, slicing toward left center. Hibbert on the run. He'll make the catch in the left center field gap. So quickly 2 away, and here's how the Stompers stack up defensively. Jacob Barfield is in left. Matt Hibbert's in center, and Nick Kern makes his first start of the season in right field. Quincer and Romero on the left side. Barrios and Gillespie on the right side of the infield. Bronson Butcher behind the plate here tonight. 7 games left in the season. That's including tonight, and we play the Silverados 3 times. This is the last time we'll play him here, twice more on the road. Barnice's first pitch to Montalongo is slider. One ball and no strikes. Breaking ball missed away to Montalongo, and here comes the 1-0 from Barnice, and that fastball is high and in at 93. That knocks Montalongo off the plate. Two balls and no strikes as Montalongo awaits. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Down in the zone, maybe even ball 3 on Montalongo. But he takes a hack at it, and the count is 2-1. Strikeout to open the game. Jackson then hit a slicing fly ball toward left center, which Hibbert ran down. Here's the 2-1 from Barnice, and that is a bit high above the letters. Fastball missed there. Last night, Stompers at one point trailed 9-1, came back, made it interesting late, but could not complete the comeback as they fell 10-7. The 3-1 pitch on the way to Montalongo, and a big swing and a miss. Got a fastball in the outer half and actually got a piece as it was fouled right into the glove of Bronson Butcher. So the count's full. Nick Olch on deck. He had a big night last night. Barnice's payoff to Montalongo. Fouled away up the third base side, and it got a piece of the foot of Josh Montalongo. That left foot, as they'll give him some time to walk it off. He'll take the helmet off and walk around. Tonight is bocce night at the ballpark, and our Petaluma American Little League team that went to the Little League World Series is being recognized tonight. And with Barnice on the hill, if you're one of the first couple hundred fans here, you got a baseball card signed by Barnice, the former third rounder by the Rays. So a lot going on at the ballpark tonight as we have a packed house here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field. 3-2 pitch on the way once again from Barnice to Montalongo. Here it is, and that is hit in the air toward right center field. Kern going back on it. And his first start in right, he gets a fly ball, and he makes the put out to end the inning. Napa goes down in order here in the top of the first inning. Stompers coming to bat, scoreless.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
We're on to the bottom of the first inning, no score. And here's the lineup put out by Zach Payson, sponsored by Sotheby's International Realty. Nick Ghana leads off. He's the DH. Jacob Barfield will bat second. In left, Chris Quitzer hits third and plays third, and Brent Gillespie's the cleanup man over at first. Pedro Barrios hits fifth at second. Nick Kern hits sixth in right. Bronson Butcher does the catching and bats seventh. Rayson Romero's at short hitting eighth, and Matt Hibbert rounds out the lineup in center field against Eric Gleese. And the right-hander's first pitch to Nick Gatta misses outside. 1 ball and no strike. Second start for Gleese with Napa. He's 0-1, a 15 ERA. So here's his 1-0 pitch to Gatta, the left-handed hitter, and that's outside ball 2. So one start with the Silverados. He went 6 innings, allowed 10 runs, all earned on 14 hits. Struck out 8 and walked 1. Here's his 2-0, and that's low and in, ball 3. One start against make that 2 starts against the Stompers, and he's 0-2. And they've knocked him around for 11 runs on 13 hits in 10 innings. So here's his 3-0 to Gatta, and that is on the inner half for strike 1. Gleese was the man that started that 21-8 Stomper win when they set a franchise record that Sunday afternoon. His 3-1 pitch on the way, and Gatta watches strike 2 on the outside corner, and he thought it was low. Gatta had already started to walk down toward first, and now he's going to turn around and ask if that's the edge of the strike zone, and he gets a nod yes. So the payoff pitch on the way from Eric Gleese, and Gatta takes outside. This one is ball 4. 72nd walk of the season for Gatta. The man that leads the league in on-base percentage by 60 percentage points. So here's Jacob Barfield. 72 walks for Gatta in the 64-game season. We have 7 games left. He's chasing manager Zach Pace, who set the record when Pace was a part of San Rafael. And Pace walked 84 times. That was an 80-game season. So it's going to be tough for Nick Gatta to catch his skipper, but at the rate that he's been walking this year, still a possibility with 7 games left to go. He needs 12 more. So here's Jacob Barfield, right-handed hitter. He squares around, drops a bunt down the third baseline foul. 0-1 the count as Dominic Bethencourt, the third baseman, looks in and smiles at Jacob Barfield. Barfield got him last night. Drag bunt down the third baseline for a base hit. There was no play. Bethencourt kind of fielded it and held on to it. Barfield tries again here, and he gets a smile from Dominic Bethencourt over at third. So he'll play even with the bag still. Now slightly creeping in. The 0-1 pitch, and Barfield takes a called strike. And he thought it was low and away, and maybe it was. So Barfield behind in the count, 0-2, batting at .288. Tied for second with 18 home runs. He has 41 runs batted in and a spin and a throw to first. Barfield, part of the home run parade last night. The Stompers hit 4. They went back to back to back in last night's game off of Gabe Kadich in the 3rd inning. Barfield started it. Quitzer hit the Stompers' 100th home run of the season, and then Gillespie followed with his 2nd of the game last night. 0-2 the count. Gleese from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and Barfield's down on strikes. A good breaking ball that time from Eric Gleese. The first out of the game is a strikeout. So here is Chris Quitzer. 317 average for Quitzer, 8 home runs, 48 runs batted in. He's homered in 2 straight. Left-handed hitter with Gatta at first and 1 out. No score, bottom of the 1st inning, and the first pitch to Quitzer is a tailing fastball, and this is called a strike off that outside corner. So we've had extensive corners here tonight so far in the 1st inning. Really right now, nobody for the Stompers knows what's a strike and what's not. Sean Jackson in center is shading toward the right center gap. They play for a double play up the middle with Montalongo holding on the runner at first. Long pause from Gleese, the 0-1 pitch on the way, and Quitzer swings at a fastball this time. It's 0-2, and he almost had to swing at that. It's the same spot that it was called a strike on the first pitch. It's a couple inches off the outside corner, almost on the chalk. So as a hitter, you see that and you're thinking, man, that was called a strike. I don't want to take a strike here. Defensively for Napa, Olds, Jackson, Fitzpatrick in the outfield left to right. Bethencourt, Salas, Connors, Montalongo around the infield. And Jake Marshall does the catching for Eric Gleese. Another throw over to first, a third time this at bat. The count is no balls and 2 strikes on Chris Quitzer with a man at first and 1 out. Way ahead 0-2. Here's the pitch, and the fastball misses in on Quitzer. One ball and 2 strikes. Gleese, the right-hander, set at the belt. Got a leads from first. The 1-2 on the way, and that's outside. Almost the same spot, maybe a couple inches out off the plate where Quitzer took a strike and then had to protect a strike. The count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Quitzer hits it on the ground right side at second base. Connors fields. He'll go to second for 1, back to first, 4-6-3 to win killing, and that ends the inning. The Stompers get a base runner, got a leadoff walk. He's erased on the 4-6-3 double play. So the Stompers go down in order. We're through 1, no score.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Nick Olds leads off for Napa. Left-handed hitting left fielder. Barnes put the Silverados down in order in the first inning. The first pitch to Olds is skied out of play down the left field line. No balls and 1 strike. Olds last night went 3 for 5, a couple of hits, including a 3-run home run to right center. That came in the first inning last night. The 0-1 is outside and low. 1 ball and 1 strike on Nick Olds. Well, the Stockade play a doubleheader here today. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Olds takes off the inside corner. Scheduled to go in San Rafael in about 5 minutes for Game 2. They played in Vallejo earlier, and, that was a whooping. The 2-1 to Olds, found back to the screen. 19-0 was the final in that game, and they only went 7 innings. So we don't know the exact reason for the 7 innings, but we do know that Salina had a second game to go play, and so that may be part of the reason right there. The 2-2 pitch on the way to Olds from Barnese. That's high with a fastball at 94. Dakota Freeze went all 7 innings in that game for Vallejo. Gave up just 3 hits. The payoff pitch is punched down the left field line. That shoots all the way to the wall. Barfield will pick it up. Olch on his way to second. Here's the throw in, and it's going to be late. So Nick Olch picks up right where he left off from last night, a double down the left field line to lead off the top of the second. Barnese's fastball on 3-2 got in on Olch. He's got enough barrel on it to shoot it down the line. And with the short wall in left, it bounced off the wall and actually bounced past Jacob Barfield. He had to come back and get it to throw to second. So didn't play the carom the best way. Olch is at second, a leadoff double, and now Nico Tony, the designated hitter. Butcher sets the target. First pitch from Barnese. A breaking ball is low. Tony batting at 286. A couple of home runs and 29 runs batted in. The 1-0 on the outside corner, a fastball. 92 from Barnese, and the count's even at 1-1. Top of the second inning, no score. 1 hit against Barnese. Working out of the stretch for the first time here tonight. His 1-1 pitch. That breaking ball is hit in the air, right center field. Matt Hibbert over. He'll play it on 1 bounce. Here comes Olch from third. The throw in is cut off. Nico Tony has an RBI single, and it's 1-0 Napa. So Napa on the board early here again tonight. A Nico Tony RBI single to right center. So here's Dominic Bethencourt. Last night's ball game, Tony had 2 hits and an RBI. He drives in a run on a single here in his first at bat tonight. There's Bethencourt. Tony leading from first with nobody out. The first pitch to Bethencourt. A fastball runs too far inside. 1-0 the count. Still nobody out here in the second inning. So Barnese allowed a couple of hits after a 1-2-3 first. Is 1-0 to Bethencourt. Found down the right field line. That'll play. Tony at first, not much speed. They'll play for a double play up the middle. Gillespie holds him on over at first. They play straight away in the outfield. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Bethencourt swings and misses on a Barnese curveball. One and two the count on Bethencourt, the third baseman. Austin Fitzpatrick on deck. Tony, a very short lead at first, now extends out. Barnese at the belt. 1-2 pitch on the way. A little bit high above the letters. Fastball from Barnese misses. Two balls and 2 strikes. Barnese looks over the shoulder, checks on Tony. Here's the pitch, and Bethencourt takes outside. Oh, man, that was right on the black. Closer than some we've seen called tonight. The count's full. Barnese did a double take, and Butcher double clutched on the throwback. The payoff pitch is fisted down the right field line, foul. Butcher reached back as if he was going to throw the ball to Barnese, and then didn't hear the strike call and held on to it and kind of looked over his shoulder and then threw the ball back to Barnese. Still 3-2 with nobody out. 1 run in. The payoff. On the ground, back up the middle, behind the bag, and into center field for a base hit. Tony stops at second. 3 consecutive hits off Nick Barnese for Napa here in the second. So here's Austin Fitzpatrick. He drove in 3 runs last night on a base hit and on a double. Was 2 for 5 in the game. Right-handed hitter bats here with the bases. Runners on first and second and nobody out. First pitch from Barnese on the ground, right side. Gillespie fields. He'll go to second for 1, and that is all. They throw behind the runner at third, and now Tony's gotten a rundown. Nobody's at third base, and Bronson Butcher chases him down. Tony stumbles on the third baseline, and the Stompers get a double play the unconventional way. So Austin Fitzpatrick reaches on the fielder's choice. Dominic Bethencourt is forced out 3-6 for the first out, and then Tony got in between third and home. That's going to be 6-5-2 on the second out. The Stompers get it the unconventional way, and a nice play by Rayson Romero at short. Knowing that he wasn't going to get Fitzpatrick on the back half of the double play, he pulled the arm fake, spun around, threw behind the runner at third. Chris Quitzer was ready for it, and Nico Tony, who had rounded the bag a little too much, caught between third and home for the second out of the inning. So here's Dakota Connors, and he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. So they get 2, and a much-needed 2 for Barnese. Instead of first and third and 1 out, it's a man at first and 2 out. 1-0 Napa, top of the second inning. From the stretch, the 0-1 pitch. That breaking ball is in the dirt, and it skips past Butcher, and that allows Fitzpatrick to go to second on a wild pitch. So a runner in scoring position again for Napa after the Barnese wild pitch. Fitzpatrick, the runner, at second with 2 out. Barnese, a 6'3" right-hander from Simi Valley, is 1-1. High. 2 balls and a strike on Dakota Connors, batting at .288, a home run and 20 runs batted in. Barnese on 2-1. That's low with a fastball. Last time Barnese faced Napa, a season-high 7 innings for him. Showing a lot of pitches here in this second. He's falling behind Connors, 3-1, right-handed hitter at the plate. The delivery. Fouled back to the screen, and the count is full. 3-2 on Dakota Connors. Jake Marshall, the catcher, waits on deck. Barnese from the stretch. He looks towards second. Now comes home. The payoff is high, ball 4. First walk allowed by Barnese, and Napa has first and second with 2 out. Barnese 1 pitch away from escaping the second inning. He'll face Marshall, the catcher, 195 hitter. With the leadoff man, Salas on deck. First pitch to Marshall. High chopper, right side. Gillespie charges. He can't pick it. And Barrios will be the one to field it. He has no play. So the bases are loaded for the leadoff man, Willie Salas. A high hopper. Gillespie trying to backhand it. He couldn't field it. The first error of the ball game. Napa has him loaded for Salas, hitting at .347. Third best in the league. He was called out on strikes his first time up on the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Only strikeout for Barnice in the game. His first pitch to Salas here, a curveball, is low and away. So they're underway down in San Rafael. Scoreless in the top of the first. Barney's on 1-0 to Salas. That is hit in the air to right. That'll fall in front of Nick Kern. 1 run's going to score. Here comes a second runner to the plate. He's going to score a 2-run single for Salas, and it's 3-0. Fitzpatrick scores from third. Connor scores from second. Marshall goes from first to third. Both of those runs are unearned against Barnice, with the error in the inning. So here is Sean Jackson. Now pitching coach Mike Nunez will come out and talk to his right-hander. So 3 runs in the inning for Napa. The RBI single by Nico Tony and the 2-run single by Willie Salas. Nick Kern in his first game in right field bobbled it initially, but the second run would have scored. So the visit is over. And for the second straight night, Napa has an early lead. So here's Sean Jackson. He flied to left center his first time up against Barney. So Matt Hibbert, the center fielder, is going to shade him that way heavily. Runners at the corners and 2 out. All of this coming with 2 out. Runner goes from first. The pitch is taken for a called strike. Throw down to second. Not in time. Here comes the throw back to the plate, and they get Marshall. So the throw to second was late on Salas. That's a stolen base, and Jake Marshall is put out 4-2 to end the inning. Napa scores 3 times to take a 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Middle third of the Stomper order coming up right here on Sonoma TV and on the Stompers Radio Network.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Brent Gillespie leads us off bottom of the second inning. First pitch from Eric Gleese, a speed pitch down in the dirt, 1 ball and no strikes. Napa took a 3-0 lead in the top half of the inning. And now Gillespie batting at 307. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that changeup is swung on and missed. 15 home runs, 45 RBIs for Gillespie. He went deep twice in last night's ball game. 11 home runs in his last 16 games for Gillespie. The 1-1 on the way, and he taps it foul straight down at home plate. Another breaking ball to Gillespie, and it is 1-2. So 3 pitches, 3 breaking balls here in this at-bat. Gillespie, Barrios, and Kern. Middle third of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Middle part of the order, the big bats got him back into the game last night, going back-to-back-to-back off of Gabe Kadich on 5 pitches. Gillespie ended that 3-home run streak. Here's the 1-2. He takes high, first fastball of the at-bat. Ended, meaning he was the last one of the trio. Started last night's game 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that is hit on the ground on 2 hops to Connors at second. He'll field and throw him out at first. So one away here is Pedro Barrios. So Barrios batting at .285, 5 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Barrios, whose family is watching tonight, wanted to say hi to his family. So saludos a los padres. Today, Pedro Barrios says he wants to say hi to everybody watching at home. Nobody on and 1 out. The Stompers' second baseman. Barrios is at second tonight for just the 4th time this year. First pitch to him from Gleese is low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Barrios has reached in 33 straight. Right-handed hitter against Gleese. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball is taken on the outside corner, 1-1. Just 1 base runner against Gleese so far, the walk, and he was retired on a 4-6-3 double play. That was Gata who opened the ball game with a walk for the Stompers. Here's the 1-1, and Barrios swings and misses at a fastball. 1-2. 3-0 Napa. Stomper offense trying to get back on track. Didn't have a runner in scoring position last night until the 5th inning. 1-2, breaking ball swung out and missed. Second strikeout for Gleese, 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Here's Nick Kern making his first start of the season in right field. .232 for Kern, a .403 on base. 3 home runs and 13 runs batted in. The first pitch is taken for a called strike. There's the 0-1 on the way, and Kern takes on the outside corner, strike 2. Kern, right-handed hitter against Gleese, working on another 1-2-3 inning. His 0-2 on the way, and Kern strikes out swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Gleese. He has 3 in the ballgame. Stompers go down in order. We're through 2 innings complete. It's 3-0 Napa.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Casasa Checking. Casasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Casasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Casasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Sean Jackson leads off the top of the third for Napa. He was at the plate when the top half of the second inning came to an end, and he taps it softly on the ground. Right side, Gillespie over Hill field. Glove flip to Barnice. Wow. Brent Gillespie. He fields, and then the backhand glove flip to Nick Barnice covering for out number one. That was pretty. One pitch, one out for Barnice here in the third, and Josh Montalongo, who is 0 for 1. He flied to right. Right-handed hitter at the plate. Butcher sets the target, and Barnice deals. Fastball low. 1 ball, no strikes on Montalongo. 18 home runs. That's tied for second in the league. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's yanked foul down the third base line. Ball and a strike on Montalongo with nobody on and 1 out. 3-0 Napa, top of the third inning, and the Stomper offense has stalled here in the first two. The 1-1 pitch from Barnice. Tapped foul over toward the Napa dugout. Strike two. They'll play him straight away in the outfield. No overshift on the infield, but Barrios, the second baseman, is pulled up toward the middle. Barnice is 1-2. Swung on and missed a breaking ball. Good curveball from Barnice. His second strikeout of the ball game. 2 gone in the third. So here's Nick Olch. He doubled down the left field line his first time up and scored on Nico Tony's RBI hit. So Olch is 4 for his last 6, and he rolls it foul along first. 4 for his last 6 here in this ballpark. Last night and tonight. No balls in 1 strike. They'll play him straight away. The pitch from Barnice. Breaking ball misses the outside corner. Stompers 28-8 here at home, 13-8 on the road. The 1-1 is inside to Olch, ball 2. Almost half of the Stomper overall losses have come to the Silverados. 6 of the 16. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. What a changeup there. That Olch way out in front. He's only thrown a couple of those tonight. His 2-2 delivery on the way. Breaking ball called strike 3 on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts for Barnice. He has 3 in the ball game. So we go to the home half of the third, and the bottom third of the Stomper lineup coming up, trying to make some noise against Eric Gleaves.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Bronson Butcher leads off for the Stompers last of the third. 3-0. Silverados lead this one. Eric Gleese, the right-hander, his first pitch to Butcher is a fastball on the inside half. Taken for strike one. 3 strikeouts for Gleese, just 1 walk against him. He's faced the minimum through 2. Is 0-1. Breaking ball taken by Butcher. Now he's in a whole 0-2. Butcher, Romero, and Hibbert, 7, 8, and 9. Gleese out of the windup, the 0-2. Down low with a fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Jackson in center shaded. Maybe 4 steps toward left center field. For Bronson Butcher batting at 242. The 1-2 on the way, and Butcher takes a breaking ball well outside. 4 home runs and 19 runs batted in for Butcher on the season. From 0-2, he's built the count to 2-2. Here's the pitch from Gleese. Swung on and missed. Changeup, got him. 4 strikeouts, 3 in a row, going back to the second inning for Gleese. All swinging. So here's Rayson Romero. He had a pair of hits in last night's ball game, and for Romero, only the 3rd time this season he's had a multi-hit game. He drove in a run on a double last night. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, no hits. The 1-0 from Gleese. Romero takes down low, ball 2. The 2-ball, no strike pitch to Romero. Right down the middle for strike 1. Gleese is 6'3", right-hander. Base is empty and 1 away. His 2-1 pitch. Romero checks his swing on a breaking ball. They appeal, and he did not go. The count goes to 3-1. Three nothing, bottom of the third. Stompers trail this one early on with Barnice on the hill looking for his 7th win of the season tonight. The 3-1 pitch to Romero. That's taken inside, and he walked him. Stompers get a 1-out base runner on the walk to Romero, and now Matt Hibbert comes up. Hibbert at 204, the on base at 409. So the average not where Hibbert wants it, but in 14 games he's scored 14 times and been on base 30 times. So he's found ways to get on and be productive and a part of this offense. First pitch. Off the inside corner. This offense that scores just over 8 runs a game. That leads the Pacific Association. There's the 1-0 pitch, and Hibbert, it's a little bloop out toward right field. Fitzpatrick out. Connor's out, and that falls for a base hit. Matt Hibbert, a little bloop single to shallow right. Stompers have their first hit on Gleese. But back to this offense. They've scored 80 more runs than anybody else in the league in the same amount of time, same amount of games. Everybody's played 57 games. Except for Salina, they played 1 more because they played a doubleheader today. But 80 more runs than everybody else. That is absurd. Stompers have their first at bat with a man in scoring position, and Nick Gatta stands in. Romero at second and Hibbert at first. A lot of speed on the base paths here for Gatta. 1 out here in the third. Bethencourt in on the grass at third base. Montalongo back at first. The first pitch to Gatta is inside, way inside. It almost hit him. 1 ball and no strike, so Jackson in center plays Gatta pretty much straight up. Bethencourt protects against the bunt at third. But Gata, who's second in the league with a 3.48 average, probably not bunting here. The 1-0. Outside ball 2. Nick Gata, who has 5 home runs and 29 runs batted in. 3 of his 5 home runs have come the other way. The left-handed hitter with that short porch in left. The wall about 5 feet high. Gleese looks out towards second base. Now deals on 2-0 to Gata. And that is shot foul off to the left. So the Stompers with runners in scoring position. At one point were 22 for their last 89. That was a 2.47 average. Since then, 7 for 17. It's a 4.12 average. So a lot better in their last 2 games than they were to begin the month. The 2-1 on the way. Gata takes inside and low, ball 3. Three balls in, 1 strike on Gata. He's already walked 1 time in the game. Now Gleese wants Marshall to go through the signs one more time with Romero at second, Hibbert at first, and now Gata wants time. So Gata with a chance to drive in the first stopper run or just get on base and leave it up to Jacob Barfield. The 3-1 pitch. Gata takes outside ball 4. Second walk for Nick Gata. His 73rd walk of the season, and they're loaded for Jacob Barfield. Jacob Barfield, who leads the team with 18 home runs. He's tied for second in the league in that category. He went deep last night. And now we'll have a mound visit from Geraldo Obispo, the acting manager tonight, with Tito Fuentes Jr. not here. Jacob Barfield struck out his first time against Gleese on 3 pitches. The whole infield is in on this conversation with Obispo. Bases are loaded and 1 out, and now Obispo taps Gleese on the backside, and he'll go back to the Silverado dugout. Barfield won't get cheated here. Maybe even think about shortening up a little bit and just putting something in play. Stompers with just 1 hit against Gleese. A pair of walks in the inning have loaded the bases. Barfield, who sometimes tends to get a little bit big, especially in these kinds of situations, 1 swing, he could put the Stompers in front. Boy, to be in his mind right now with the bases loaded and 1 out. Right-handed hitter. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. 86 miles an hour from Gleese. It's 0-1. Had a little 2-seam movement on it, running down and in. Struck out on 3 pitches his first time. Here's the 0-1 from Gleese. That's in the dirt. That gets away from Marshall. Here comes Romero. He's going to score on the wild pitch. Stompers on the board. It's 3-1. So a little bit of pressure taken off of Barfield now, and a base hit scores 2 and ties the game. Wild pitch brings in the first run. The count is 1-1 on Jacob Barfield. Hibbert at third, Gata at second. 1 out, 3-1, bottom of the 3rd inning. The 1-1 pitch on the way. That's outside ball 2. 18 home runs, 41 runs batted in for Jacob Barfield. Trying to inch the Stompers closer, maybe even tie it. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Fastball in the inner half. A big swing out of Barfield, and he turns around and asks if that was going to be a strike anyway, and he says, yes, it would have been. 2-2 the count. Now just trying to shorten up and put something in play. A ground ball scores a run. Second and third, one out. Barfield calls time. Hibbert and Gana, your base runners. Montelongo, the first baseman, plays even with the bag. The rest of the infielders are back. Why he's playing in with 2 strikes, we don't know. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Barfield holds up the swing on a good breaking ball from Gleese, and the count is full. That's a pitch that he struck out on his first time up. The 3-2 pitch, instead, Gleese is going to step off. So a good adjustment by Jacob Barfield at the plate. Knowing the curveball was coming, he struck out on it his first time up, and there he was able to hold up the swing. On a good one from Gleese, the right-hander at the belt. Payoff pitch coming to Barfield. Swung on, no, he takes in the dirt. And now it gets away from Marshall. Hibbert's going to score, and it is 3-2. Barfield started his hands and took down low, and they're going to ask, and he did not. So a run scores on a wild pitch. Barfield goes down to first on a walk. So Chris Quitzer to the plate with runners at the corners and one out. Quitzer grounded into a 4-6-3 double play his first time up. Here's the first pitch. It's taken inside, ball 1. So 3 walks in the inning, a pair of wild pitches have brought the Stompers back into the game. Score is 3-2. Stompers trailing by 1. Quitzer 8 home runs, 48 runs batted in. The 1-0 pitch. Smashed to center. Jackson on the run. He's not going to get there. That one hops off the wall. The game is tied. Barfield gets the wave from third. The relay throw is going to go to third base, and Quitzer is in sliding a 2-run triple, and the Stompers lead it 4-3. Chris Quitzer clears the bases, a triple to dead center. His first triple of the season. And here comes Brent Gillespie. Gillespie grounded to second his first time up. So the Stompers score 4 times here in the inning. And they're not done. Gillespie to the plate with Quitzer at third and just 1 out. First pitch from Eric Gleese. Hit in the air toward left center field. Olch will come on, the left fielder. He makes the catch. Quitzer tags from third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is not in time. A sacrifice fly for Brent Gillespie, and it's 5-3. Gillespie's 46th RBI of the season. Quitzer's 2-run triple, that gives him 50, and he now leads the team. So 2 outs now, and here's Pedro Barrios. Base is empty, 2 away. 5 runs in, 2 on 2 separate wild pitches. The Chris Quitzer 2-run triple, and then the Gillespie sac fly. So here's Barrios. He struck out his first time against Gleese. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball across the letters and taken for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to Pedro Barrios. He fouls it off of his front foot. They're going to give Barrios a second to walk off that foul ball, in which he fouled straight down off of his left foot. He does wear the shin guard, but it doesn't cover the top of the foot. Some do, some don't. This one doesn't, as he gives the left leg a shake, and he says, you know what, I'm okay. We're going to go out and wipe off home plate, but Barrios says, no, it's okay, I'm all right, as he digs back in the right side. Gleese from the windup, his 1-1 pitch on the way, and Barrios takes high and away. 2-1 the count. Here comes the pitch from Gleese. And Barrios swings and fouls it in and out of the glove of Jake Marshall, and it also caught him in the mask. It went from the bat of Barrios to the glove of Marshall and then to the face. The Stompers have given Nick Barnice a 2-run lead here in the third with which to work. Barnice looking for his 7th win of the season. His teammate Vijay Patel leads the league in wins. He and Dakota Freeze, who got the win today in the 19-0 subtle massacre of the Stockade. Barrios cannot check his swing on a breaking ball. He is out number 3, the 5th strikeout for Eric Gleese, but the Stompers score 5 times here in the bottom of the third inning and take a 5-3 lead. So we'll move to the middle third of the ball game. Nico Tony leads it off for Napa. Stompers lead 5-3.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short
5, 6, 7 hitters for Napa in the top of the 4th inning against Nick Barnice. His first pitch to Nico Tony is hit on the ground right side. Gillespie backhands and he feeds to Nick Barnice a little bit out in front and low, but Barnice reaches down and he grabs it and steps on the bag for out number 1. I'm surprised. Gillespie did not watch that go into his glove. He kind of reached down, backhanded, pulled the head out of the way and felt it go in and said, okay, I'll feed to my good friend Barnice, and it was a little bit out in front, but Barnice, an athlete coming off the hill. He makes the play. Here's Bethencourt. He singled his first time. The right-handed hitting third baseman. Barnice shakes twice now, agrees with Butcher, and here's the first pitch to Bethencourt. A breaking ball is called strike 1 on the low outside corner. Curveball came in at 77. Fastball touches 97 for Barnice, so the 20-mile-an-hour difference between the fastball and the breaking ball. The 0-1. There's another curveball on the outside corner. This one came in at 80. Way ahead of Bethencourt, 0-2. Barnice out there pitching with a 5-3 lead now. He shakes once, now over the head. He comes the 0-2 pitch. 3 curveballs in a row, and he strikes out Bethencourt. 4 strikeouts for Barnice, 2 away in the 4th. Here's Austin Fitzpatrick. He was at the plate with runners at first and second. He reached on a fielder's choice back on that unconventional double play. First pitch is on the outside corner, strike 1. He grounded to Gillespie at first, who threw to Romero at second for the force out. And then Tony, the runner that was going from second to third, rounded third too hard, and Romero threw behind him, and they got him in a rundown between third and home. And now Barnice breaks a curveball off the outside corner, strike 2. way ahead of Fitzpatrick, 0-2. May come back with that breaking ball twice in a row. Here he comes on 0-2. And the fastball at 94 strikes him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Barnes. He has 5 in the ballgame. And another 1-2-3 inning for the big right-hander. We go to the...
We would like to thank our community partners.
Kern leads us off.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case, PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Here's Nick Kern to lead off the Stomper half of the 4th inning. Struck out his first time against Gleason. The first pitch is fouled back behind home plate. No balls and 1 strike to count. He went down on 3 pitches. Not the only Stomper to do so. 5 strikeouts for Gleason in the ball game and 4 walks against him. Just 2 hits. The 0-1 pitch on the way. And Kern, whoa, look out, it got him. Somehow he was able to get out of the way enough to not take it in the back of the head, but it got a piece of the jersey. Nick Kern goes down to first base on a hit by pitch. Holy cow. Here's Bronson Butcher after the hit batsman. Butcher also struck out against Glease. So Glease, in his first start against the Stompers, went 4 no-hit before he allowed 6 runs. He looked pretty good in the first 2 innings here tonight. Here's his first pitch to Butcher. That's way outside. He looked pretty good tonight until he allowed 5 runs on 2 hits, and he walked 3 in the 3rd inning. The Stompers lead at 5-3. Glease looks over the shoulder at first base. Kern, a very fast base runner. 1-0 pitch on the way, and Butcher takes inside ball 2. Kern, in limited time, he's only stolen 1 base this year, but it was by plenty. In fact, it didn't even draw a throw. Butcher way ahead in the count, the 2-0 pitch. That's taken high, ball 3. So 4 straight balls from Eric Glease. Butcher more than likely taking here on 3-0. Pitch on the way. That's outside, ball 4. Stompers the other night in Vallejo really capitalized on walks, walking 13 times. Tonight, they've walked 5 times, and 3 of the 5 walks have scored. Prior to the inning, 3 of the 4 walks scored. So here's Romero with runners at first and second. Kern and Butcher, your base runners, with nobody out. Grayson Romero walked and scored in the third inning. Montalonga was way in over at first as the first pitch to Romero is called a strike on the low outside corner. Thinking that Romero's going to sack bunt the runners into scoring position, and Romero on the season just one sacrifice bunt. Stompers don't bunt very often, if at all, really. Here's the 0-1. Romero hits it high in the air, left center field. Olch goes over, and it's Jackson who makes the catch. Nick Kern will tag. He'll go to third. The throw is in time. So Romero flies to center, and Sean Jackson, who's also listed as a pitcher, so we know he has a decent throwing arm. Kern tried to tag up, and he's thrown out 8-5 for the second out. So 2 away and a runner at first for Matt Hibbert. Hibbert, a little flare single down the right field line. His first time up, he later scored. Three in the second for Napa, 5 in the third for the Stompers. 2 out, man at first. Here's the first pitch, and that fastball from Gleese misses inside to Hibbert. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Gleese works down to the stretch, the right-hander. 1-0 on the way, and Hibbert takes a swing and a miss. 1-0 Stockade. They're down in San Rafael, and that game is in the bottom of the second inning. So the Stockade, after being shut out through 7 innings in Vallejo and losing big in that ball game, are on the board first. Here's the 1-1, and that curveball is outside and low to Hibbert. Taken for ball 2. That's a good sign for the Stockade. After losing 19-0, you're thinking they're going into a second game of doubleheader after losing by that much. Only tallying 3 hits. Here's the 2-1. Hibbert fouls it away off to the left. Thinking, how are they going to respond against second place San Rafael, who is 31-25? Two balls and 2 strikes with 2 out, and Butcher leads from first. Pitch on the way from Gleese, and that breaking ball is on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. 6th strikeout for Gleese. We're through 4 innings. It's the Stompers 5, Napa 3.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Casasa Checking. Casasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Casasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Casasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
On to the 5th inning here tonight. Dakota Connors leads it off. He'll be followed by Jake Marshall and Willie Salas as Nick Barnice. It's the inside corner for strike one. That was pitch number 60 for Barnice. Needed only 7 pitches in the 4th inning. Got a pair of strikeouts in that inning. He has 5 total. Here's his 0-1 pitch to Connors, and that breaking ball is right over the heart of the plate. Connors takes. It's 0-2. Wind we have here tonight, and since we got to the ballpark today, has been blowing in. And it is right now blowing in from straightaway center. Barnice on 0-2, and that fastball at 94 misses off the outside corner. One ball and 2 strikes on Connors. He walked and scored in the 2nd inning. Barnice's 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air toward right center field. Kern is out there, and he'll come in and make the catch. So Nick Kern in his first game in right field, his first game in the outfield. He's made a couple of putouts. One away, and Jake Marshall, who reached on an error his first time. It was a tough error on Gillespie. It was a high chopper. On one hop, it hit the dirt right in front of home plate, and then the second hop, it hit on the dirt just past the cutout at first base. The first pitch is on the outside corner at 93. 0-1, and Gillespie tried to come in and backhand it and pick it out of the dirt, and he couldn't do it. It ended up being an error on Gillespie over at first. So here's the 0-1, and Barnice's breaking ball misses inside this time. One ball and 1 strike pitch from Barnice. Fastball fouled away, and that hit Bronson Butcher on the foot as he takes his seat. So Butcher takes the foul ball off the top of the foot. He's going to jump around to make sure that he has the feeling back in that foot. Butcher says he's all right. The count's 1-2 on Jake Marshall. Play him straight away, the right-handed hitting catcher. The 1-2 on the way. A little bit high at 95 from Barnice. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried to elevate against Marshall. He took. The 2-2 pitch on the way, and that curveball is bounced softly up the middle behind the bag. Romero, the shortstop, he throws to first, and the stretch from Gillespie in time to get him out number 2. Here's Willie Salas, the shortstop. Salas is 1 for 2, a 2-run single his last time up. First pitch from Barnice. He squares around, pulls back, and takes strike 1. So the runs have come in bunches here tonight. In the innings that each team hasn't scored, each pitcher, I should say, has been fairly good as Barnice's curveball here misses inside, and Salas gifted there. Here's the 1-1. This breaking ball is inside on Salas. 2 balls and a strike the count. Two balls and a strike on Salas, the shortstop. Here's the 2-1 from Barnice. That's lined over the head of Barrios into right field. So that snaps a streak of 8 straight retired by Nick Barnice. After that 3-run inning for Napa, he retired 8 in a row before that single. So here is Sean Jackson. Jackson is 0 for 2. He's flying to center and grounded to first base. Left-handed hitter at the plate. The 2-out single to right center by Salas. He's at first, and he runs very well. So Barnice will have to keep a close eye on him. First pitch to Jackson, a fastball on the outside corner at 93. After tonight, just 6 games remain in the regular season. Barnice on 0-1, and Salas started, and he put on the brakes, and Butcher threw it to second anyway. That's going to be an error on Bronson Butcher. Willie Salas took off from first and slipped and fell, and then retreated to the bag quickly. Butcher didn't see him go back. He threw to second, and nobody was at second base. Barrios tried to get there in time to at least put a glove on it and keep it from going anywhere, but the throw goes into center field, and now Napa has a man in scoring position. Never seen that before. One ball and one strike to count on Jackson. The pitch from Barnice. High ball 2. Jackson has 5 RBIs on the season. He had one last night. 4 of the 5 have come against the Stompers this year. And he has a man in scoring position here in a 2-run game in the 5th. Barnice on 2-1, he deals, and Jackson fouls a 95-mile-an-hour fastball into the glove of Butcher, and it's 2-2. 2-2 with Montalongo on deck. Hibbert shaded toward left center, Kern in and over toward right center field. Kern not deep at all in right. Breaking ball, or the 2-2. Oh. That's inside. The count's full. Oh, man. Butcher, Barnice, and the middle infielders were already headed toward the dugout. So the count's full. Montalongo's on deck. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Three and 2 on Jackson, the center fielder. Barney's out of the stretch. Salas leads from second. Here's the payoff pitch, and that's fouled away again. So Barney's feeling here that he has to throw a couple of extra pitches. After a fastball very close on the inside corner was called ball 3. See if Barney tries to put a little extra on. Butcher sets the target. Payoff pitch on the way, and that is high. Second walk of the ball game for Barnice, and that one's going to sting a little more than the other one. Thinking he had Jackson struck out. So now Josh Montalongo. Montalongo second in the league with 18 home runs. He's driven in 49. First and second, 2 out, 5-3 Stompers, top of the 5th. First pitch. Breaking ball. Gets Montalongo to bail with the upper half. It's called a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Overshift. Barrios, the second baseman, is right up the middle. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one on the outside corner, and he had Montalongo bailing again. Throw it a third time, Nick. He's way ahead 0-2. Both times the breaking ball has gotten Montalongo to bail out. See if he comes back with it a third time here. He looks into Butcher. First and second. Salas with a big lead. Now he goes back toward the bag. Here's the 0-2. Curveball fouled off of Butcher. So he did go back to it a third time. But that one a little more out over the plate. Do you throw it a fourth time? If you do, you think you have to throw it out of the strike zone and try and get Montalongo to chase. He threw 2 beautiful ones on the outer half for strikes 1 and 2. And the third one was fouled away, and that one was a little more up out over the plate. 3 men on the left side, Gillespie alone on the right side. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball very high at 95. Now he'll probably go back to that curveball low and away. setup pitch on the high fastball there. And now Salas is going to head to third. Barnice just walking around the mound, and Salas steals third base when they're not paying attention. So first and third now. Barnice was walking around on the mound, and Salas just took third base. Quitzer couldn't get over to third in time. So now they're at the corners. There's the 1-2. Now back to the screen. Fastball there from Barnice. So 2 fastballs in a row after 3 breaking balls opened the at-bat. 3 curveballs in a row, 2 fastballs. Maybe go back to the curveball here. If he throws it on the outer half, maybe low and away, he might get called strike 3 or Montelongo to chase it. Wind blowing in from center. The 1-2 pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. 6th strikeout for Barnice. He freezes Montelongo on a fastball low and away. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We're halfway home here tonight. Stompers coming up in the last of the 5th. Top of the order.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
So Nick Gana leads off the Stomper half of the 5th inning, and the first pitch from Eric Gleese is taken on the outside corner, strike 1. Gana has walked twice, scored once. Scored back in the 3rd inning on the Quitzer triple. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball low and in. One ball and 1 strike on Nick Gana. Pitch on the way. Fouled out of play, 1-2. Spencer Backstrom is loosening in the Stomper bullpen. Nick Barnice had 86 pitches through 5 innings here in the game so far. The 1-2 to Gana. Outside, 2-2. Check on the game down in San Rafael. The Pacifics lead the Stockade 4-1. They're in the top of the 3rd inning. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, loop down the left field line. That's going to fall for a base hit. Got a hard turn around first. The throw in from Olch will keep him to a single. And Nick Gata has his first hit of the night. And here is Jacob Barfield. Barfield is 0 for 1, struck out. He walked and scored in the third inning. Right-handed hitter Gata leads off this fifth with a single to left. On base for the third time tonight. Barfield, the slightly open stance. First pitch from Gleese. High to left. Over toward the line goes Olch into foul territory. He has room to make the catch. Gata bluffs the tag from first. He'll go back. So Jacob Barfield flies out to Olch for the first out. So here's Chris Quitzer. Quitzer 1 for 2, a 2-run triple. Last time to the plate. He then scored on the Gillespie sac fly. Left-hander at the plate. Gata leads from first. 1 out. Spinning a throw that way, and Montalongo throws it right back to Gleese. No tag. One out, bottom 5. Gata goes. Quitzer swings through it, and the throw down to second base is high. Nick Gata with a stolen base. Quitzer did swing and miss at the first pitch, so it's 0-1. Gata with his 12th stolen base of the season. So he's in scoring position with 1 out. Quitzer has the only Stomper hit with men in scoring position tonight. Stomper's 1 for 2. Jackson in center shades him toward right center field. Gleese looks to second, the 0-1 delivery, and Quitzer fouls it away, and the count is 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Gata leads from second base, 1 out. Here's the pitch, and Quitzer rolls it foul along first. No balls and 2 strikes on Chris Quitzer. He's reached in 32 straight, and he has a 8-game hit streak going. That all includes tonight. 5-3 Stompers lead. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Quitzer rolls it foul along first once again. Playing him to pull in the outfield. Three in the second for Napa as they were out to an early lead. And now 5 in the bottom of the third inning for the Stompers, trying to add some insurance here in the 5th. The 0-2 again. Quitzer hits it into center field, right at Jackson, as he'll come in on it, and he makes the catch. So Gillespie to the plate. He is 0 for 1, a sacrifice fly. He drove in the 5th run in that third inning. Gillespie, the left-handed hitter at the plate. Homered in 11 times in his last 16 games has Gillespie. He's got 15 on the year. He hit 2 last night. First pitch from Gleese. Fastball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Got to let off the inning, a single down the left field line. Stole second. Barfield flying to left. Quitzer flying to center. Jackson still shaded toward right center field. Here's the 1-0. Gillespie shoots it on the ground right side into right center field, a base hit. Gata gets the wave. He's going to score. Second RBI of the night for Gillespie, and it's 6-3. Singled past the diving Dakota Connors at second base. Now Pedro Barrios to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. Barrios, a right-handed hitting second baseman. First pitch from Gleese. Gillespie bluffs the steal. Gillespie. Oh, man. Gillespie doesn't have a stolen base this year. I want to know how many he has in his career now. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Barrios takes high and in. Gillespie has 6 stolen bases. One of them was in college when he was at Youngstown State. The 2-0 pitch. High with a breaking ball, 3-0. Gillespie 6 for 12 in his career, though. 50-50 shot if he goes. The count is 3-0 on Pedro Barrios with 2 outs. The pitch. Fastball in the inner half for strike 1. Three balls and 1 strike. Gleese from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's high and in on Barrios, ball 4. Line set to turn on the next 60 seconds. It's getting a little dark out here. Nick Kern to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He struck out and then he was hit by a pitch. First and second, and now the lights are going to turn on right now in the middle of the pitch, and Kern takes a breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes the count after Kern took the breaker in the dirt. Gillespie and Barrios, your base runners at first and second. Gleese out of the stretch. Here's his 1-0 pitch, and Kern is hit again as he chucks the bat over toward the Stomper dugout and shakes the head on his way to first. That brings Butcher to the plate. Butcher is 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk. And now Geraldo Obispo comes out of the dugout with a right-hander up in the Napa bullpen. And this may be it for Eric Gleese. Obispo looks down toward the pen. He's going to make the move. So that's it for Gleese. He hands Obispo the baseball. We'll have a new pitcher with the bases loaded and 2 out, and the Stompers leading 6-3 in the 5th. We'll be right back. New pitcher for Napa. His pitching change brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. Right-hander Devontae Glenn in his 18th appearance. An ERA of 7.59. He's allowed 18 runs on 23 hits and 21 and a third. He struck out 15 and walked 13. The 6'4" right-hander from Union, South Carolina. He'll face Bronson Butcher with the bases loaded and 2 away, and we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. We check on the game down in San Rafael. It is 4-2 Pacific's over the Stockade, and they're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So the Stockade and holding their own in Game 2 today. Glenn getting a lot of warm-up pitches here this inning. A right-hander. Everybody is going to retreat to their positions in Bronson Butcher, who has homered 4 times and driven in 19. Walked and was stranded at first base his last time up. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Stompers leading 6-3. Lights are on, sun's away. Still a baby blue sky, not dark yet, but Stompers enjoying a 3-run lead, and Butcher trying to give them some more. Gleese goes 4 2/3. 4 hits against him, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts, and, well, all 3 runners on base belong to Gleese. Glenn works out of the windup. Here's his first pitch to Bronson Butcher, and that's over his head. It bounces off the backstop and rolls halfway up the 3rd baseline, and Brent Gillespie at 3rd base smartly stays put. And Bronson Butcher almost hit, went right over his head. Stompers have been hit twice in the game. Nick Kern both times. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Butcher, the right-handed hitter, at the plate. Slightly open stance for Butcher. Glenn from the windup. Now he steps off. Play Butcher straight away. The 1-0 on the way. That's taken off the inside corner, ball 2. Stompers have taken advantage of 6 walks. Half of them have scored. 1 run here in the 5th. The 2-0 pitch. At the knees, a called strike. Brent Gillespie with the RBI single with 2 out. Connors, the second baseman, shaded slightly up the middle. Here's the 2-1, and that is hit in the air down the right field line. Long run Fitzpatrick into foul territory, and he's not going to get there in time. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Butcher. Stompers with some pretty fast base runners. Gillespie's at 3rd, but he's going to score easily on a base hit. Barrios at 2nd can run, and Kern at first base is pretty quick. Two and 2 the count. Glenn looks into Marshall. Now starts the windup. The 2-2 on the way. That breaking ball is taken, and the count is full. The count is full. Runners will get a head start. Glenn agrees. They go. The payoff pitch. Oh, my goodness. See you later. A grand slam for Bronson Butcher. It's 10-3. Butcher's 5th home run of the season, and he breaks it wide open in the 5th. That home run brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family adventure an epic one at Epicenter. The salami for Butcher. All 5 runs in the inning coming with 2 out. Here's Racing Romero. payoff pitch, trying to get it over. And Butcher said, see ya. His 5th home run. That was blasted. First pitch to Romero is a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. That hit. Did that hit the light pole? It hit the light pole in left center field. Halfway up. My goodness. Romero shoots it down the right field line. That slices into foul territory, and Fitzpatrick's not going to get there. It's 0-2. 25 feet up the light pole. Is that what that's what we're guessing up here? That thing was destroyed. Nothing into the count on Romero. He's 0 for 1. He's walked and scored and flied to center. Devontae Glenn comes in, gives up the grand slam. Here's the 0-2, and that curveball is banged in the air to center field, and that's going to fall for a 2-out single for Rayson Romero. So the book is closed on Eric Gleese, 4 2/3, 4 hits, 9 runs, all earned. That'll hurt the ERA. So now Matt Hibbert, he's the 9th Stomper to bat here in the 5th. Stompers with another 5 spot. Hibbert's 1 for 2 in the game. Base hit, scored a run, called out on strikes. First pitch from Glenn. On the inside corner, strike 1. So Romero, after falling behind 0-2, hits a breaking ball into center field for a hit. Glenn, the tall right-hander. Spencer Backstrom has been warming up this whole half inning. And it seems that always happens. Here's the breaking ball in the dirt. That's blocked by Marshall. Countless times, Stomper relievers have been in the pen getting ready to come into a game, and then 30, 40-minute half inning. So you have no excuse not to be hot and ready to go, I guess. 1-1 the count on Hibbert. Romero leads from first. Glenn's 1-1 pitch. Hibbert shoots it foul down the right field line and out of play. One ball and 2 strikes to count on Hibbert. Looking for a multi-hit game is Matt Hibbert. The 1-2 pitch, right back up the middle. Connors fields at second, and he steps on the bag, and that ends the inning. The Stompers score 5 times. An RBI single from Gillespie, and the Bronson Butcher grand slam. We're through 5. It's the Stompers 10, the Silverados 3. Spencer Backstrom is on in the game for the Stompers here in the top of the 6th inning. He'll face the middle third of the order. And his first pitch in his home debut is a fastball at 93. He misses off the outside corner to Olch. The count is 1-0. Here's his 1-0 pitch, and Olch takes on the corner this time, 92 from Backstrom. That evens the count at 1-1. So for Spencer Backstrom, 1 appearance, 1 inning, 1 hit, a walk, and he struck out the side. It's 1-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. Olch, Tony, and Bethencourt, 4, 5, and 6. Nick Barnice throws 86 pitches in 5 innings. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. So Barnice goes enough to be in line for the win. Stompers got him some insurance, leading 10-3. 5 hits in 5 innings, 3 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Backstrom's 2-2. A high chopper up the middle, and that will find the center field grass, a leadoff single. Second hit of the ball game for Nick Olch. And now the designated hitter, Nico Tony. Backstrom, the 6'6" right-hander from Bellingham, Washington. Olch leads from first. From the stretch, the first pitch to Tony. Across the letters at 92. No balls and a strike on Tony. Singled home a run in the second inning, and then he grounded to first. He's 1 for 2. The 0-1 on the way, and that breaking ball is outside. Pinch up the middle for a double play. Gillespie holds on. Olch over at first. Quitzer is deep at third base. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled into the glove of Butcher, 1-2. So Barney's out of the game, going 5 innings here tonight. One and two, the count on Tony. The pitch on the way, and he starts to swing, and it hits off the bat down near the hands. It shoots foul. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Man at first, nobody out. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He elevated the fastball. Tony chased it for out number 1. Here's Dominic Bethencourt. He's 1 for 2, a single. He's also struck out. Bethencourt, a right-handed hitter. Playing him straight away defensively in the outfield. Backstrom's first pitch. Swung on and missed. Fastball at 93 there from Backstrom. He's sitting low 90s, 92, 93 here this inning. Barrios, the second baseman, is shaded up toward the middle. Playing for a double play. The 0-1 pitch. On the ground, up the middle. Barrios dives. He can't get it. It's into center field, a base hit. 2 singles right up the middle for Napa here in this inning. They have first and second and 1 out for Austin Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's 0 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second inning, and then he struck out his last time up. Right-handed hitter, first and second, 1 out. First pitch from Backstrom. On the outside corner, but a little bit high. he held up the count, and we believe it may have been called a strike. A late call if he did. Here's the pitch from Backstrom, and that is a swing and a miss. So we'll wait and see. He did, so it's 0-2. He's on the corner and then didn't see his signal, so he looked down and then in the booth thinking, oh, he called it late. And he did. So it's 0-2 on Fitzpatrick. Backstrom looks to second. Now downhill with an 0-2 pitch, and a breaking ball is in the dirt. 10-3 Stompers, top of the sixth. Backstrom in the ball game. Olchet second, Bethencourt at first, both singled in the inning. 2 looks to second, now the 1-2 pitch. Right back up the middle, into the glove of Barrios, and that is only the second out of the inning. And then he tagged second, so the 4 unassisted.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Top of the lineup for the Stompers. Here in the bottom of the sixth, Nick Gatta led off the bottom of the fifth inning with a single. He was one of 5 Stompers to score in the fifth. Devontae Glenn back out there. He allowed the grand slam to Butcher and then a single to Romero before the inning finally ended. Here's his first pitch, and Gatta takes high and away. 1 ball and no strikes to count. So let's look on the game over in San Rafael. They're in the top of the fourth, still 4-2. Pacifics lead the Stockade. 1-0 pitch to Gatta, taking low ball 2. Pair walks a single. Gatta has scored twice. Glenn, the right-hander, out of the windup. Here's his 2-0 pitch. That's way outside, ball 3. Got to the left-hander, waits the 3-0. Here it comes, and that's on the outside corner, strike 1. Ghana Barfield Quitzer. 1, 2, and 3. The 3-1 pitch. Hit in the air towards center field, and that's playable for Jackson. As he camps underneath it, he makes the catch, and Ghana is retired for the first time tonight. Nobody on, 1 out. Jacob Barfield to the plate. 0 for 2, he walked and scored in the 3rd. Struck out and hit a high fly ball to left that caught. (10-3) our score, bottom of the 6th. Stompers on top. First pitch from Devontae Glenn. High, ball 1. Barfield, 18 home runs. That's tied for second in the league. It's the most on the team. The 1-0 on the outside corner, called strike 1. One ball and 1 strike on Barfield, the right-handed hitter. He's in left field tonight. Here's the pitch from Glenn. Swing and a miss. One and 2 with Quitzer on deck. The pitch to Barfield. Foul back to the screen. Fastball from Glenn. Right-hander throwing in the Napa bullpen. Jackson shaded slightly toward left center. The 1-2. Breaking ball hit high to left center. Jackson over. He calls for it. He makes the catch. Quitzer will bat with nobody on and 2 out. 1 for 3 in the ball game. 2-run triple in the 3rd. He then scored on Gillespie's sacrifice fly. Jackson center plays him to pull toward the right center gap. So does the left side of the infield. Here's the first pitch, and Quitzer takes a breaking ball inside and low. Devontae Glenn out of the windup. His 1-0 pitch. Inside on Quitzer, ball 2. Good count for Quitzer. He can look for 1 pitch. 8 home runs and 50 runs batted in. Here's the 2-0, and that's fouled out of play. Quitzer now with 50 RBIs. That leads the team. Two balls and a strike. Quitzer, the left-handed hitter. Glenn steps off. Olchin left is way over toward the gap. Quitzer has a good 100 feet to work with down that left field line. Here's the 2-1, and that's high and away. Fastball from Glenn misses. Montalongo at first. His heels are on the grass. Same with Connors, the second baseman. The 3-1 to Quitzer is fouled away. Couple of fastballs for Chris here in this at-bat, and he's fouled them both off. Gillespie's on deck. Base is empty, 2 away. Quitzer calls time. He'll step out, readjust the batting gloves. Glenn looks into Marshall, starts the motion, the payoff pitch on the way, and Quitzer takes outside, ball 4. 7th Stomper walk tonight. Lead the league in walks. So now Gillespie. Gillespie's 1 for 2, a pair of RBIs, 1 on a sacrifice fly, 1 on a single. He's also scored. He scored on Butcher's grand slam. Glenn at the belt. Here's his first pitch. Change up, fouled into the glove of Marshall, 0-1. Gillespie hasn't seen really any fastballs tonight at all. Why'd you throw him a fastball? He hit 2 of them out last night. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Quitzer at first and 2 out. Two fly balls to center and a walk here in this bottom of the 6th. Glenn looks over to first, now comes set. Right-hander at the belt. Now he'll peek over the shoulder. 0-2 on the way. High and outside on Brent. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Must be a pair of RBIs tonight that puts him at 47 on the season. Still shifted over on him, the left-handed hitter. Throw to first, and that goes past Montalongo. He just missed it. Quitzer's going to go to second. That's an error on Montalongo over at first. It was right at him, chest high, just off his left shoulder, and he just missed it. Quitzer's in scoring position for Gillespie with 2 out. Glenn looks out to second. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Smashed right center. Jackson going back. That is gone. Brent Gillespie, his 12th home run in his last 17 games. His 3rd home run in the last 2 nights. It's 12-3. My goodness, to right center field, one of the deepest parts of the park. Gillespie leaves the yard with 2 outs. A 2-run home run, the 16th for Gillespie. He has a 4 RBI night. That home run brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family adventure an epic one. At Epicenter, the last 7 runs for the Stompers have all come with 2 outs. Pedro Barrios to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a pair of strikeouts. He walked and scored in the 5th. Glenn looking in for a long time now, and his first pitch to Barrios is on the outside corner, strike 1. So Gillespie, it's his 3rd home run in the last 2 nights against the Silverados. This one's outside to Barrios, 1-1. They threw him a fastball. Why? Why would you throw the man a fastball? On 1-2, no doubt. 1-1, and now Glenn steps off the rubber. So Glenn is a little bit shaken after that home run. His 1-1 pitch. High and in on Barrios, ball 2. Nine of the 12 runs off of Glees. The last 3 off of Glenn, and he's allowed 2 home runs. That's way inside on Barrios. A fastball misses, ball 3. We're thinking 440 at least for Gillespie. The 3-1 pitch to Barrios is hit into left field, a base hit. It's 435 to dead center. It went to right center, and we're thinking it maybe landed past that center field wall. Of course, with dead center coming to a point, we're basically playing in a big square here. So if you can imagine the point at which the fences come to in center field, as we'll have a mound visit here. The bottom of the 6th inning. At 440, 450, 460 maybe for Gillespie. That's going to do it for Glenn. Gives up the pair of home runs, a walk, a single. And we're going to have a new pitcher for Napa. This pitching change brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. Runner at first, 2 out. Bottom 6, Stompers 12, Napa 3. Nick Kern will bat with a man at first and 2 out. Pedro Barrios is at first base. Kern's 0 for 1. He struck out. He's been hit twice. Andrew Fuentes is the new pitcher for Napa, the left-hander from Woodland, California. Fuentes, his 17th appearance in ERA, just under 5.5, and he misses low on Kern. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fuentes, 6'4", 210-pound left-hander. The 1-1 pitch is very high on Kern. 2 quick outs in the inning. Then Quitzer worked a walk, and Gillespie's monster shot to right center. A 2-1 Kern takes on the outer half, strike 2. And then Barrios banged the 3-1 pitch into left field for a single. Fuentes at the chest. Here's the 2-2 in. Kern hits it high to left. Olch going back. Track. See you later. Halfway up the redwood tree for Nick Kern. Holy cow. Second mammoth shot of the inning. Nick Kern goes over everything in left, halfway up the trees for his 4th of the season. Stomper home run brought to you by Epicenter. Make your next family adventure an epic one at Epicenter. Here's Bronson Butcher, who had the grand slam his last time up. So for Kern, his 4th home run, he's driven in 15 now. And they're just pouring it on now. First pitch to Butcher is high and away. So for Devontae Glenn, he goes an inning, allows 5 runs, all earned on 3 hits. That's going to make the ERA jump a little bit. The 1-0 to Butcher is down in the dirt. Two balls and no strikes to count. Here's the pitch, and Butcher takes at the knees, strike 1. Glenn comes in, gives up a grand slam. Fuentes comes in, gives up a 2-run home run. We like to look at patterns. 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Stompers have put up 4. 2 2-run home runs here in the 6th. Andrew Fuentes, the left-hander. From the stretch, his 2-2 pitch. High and away, ball 3. Grayson Romero on deck. The count's full on Butcher, right-handed hitter. The left-handed Fuentes, his payoff. In the air, shallow left center. Salas, the shortstop, will backpedal, and he'll make the catch. Stompers score 4 more times. A 2-run blast from Gillespie and from Kern. It's 14-3. We go to the 7th.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Word Mice.
You're a bridge builder, a connector, a people person. You make every moment count, and you know how to count every moment. You know people who are going places, and you help them get there. California's business is your business. You specialize in special, and we specialize in your specialty. No matter what your background is or where you want to go, at Nelson, every day is a great day for a first day. Connect with a Nelson recruiter in your city to start working on putting your next first day on the calendar. Nelson, our talent is finding yours.
Dakota Connors leads it off for Napa in the top of the 7th inning, and Spencer Backstrom drops a curveball out of the sky. Strike 1. Holy cow. 12-6, the definition of 12-6 there from Backstrom. Connors is 0 for 1. And a fastball hits the inside corner, and Backstrom's ahead 0-2. You slow him down, and then you blow it right by him. What a sequence here. You can elevate and go back to the breaking ball. Butcher sets the target. Backstrom's 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Connors took 1-2. Connors is flied to right. He walked and scored in the second inning. Connors, Marshall, and Salas. Eight, 9-1 hitters for Napa in the seventh, 14-3. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. High fastball. Connors down on strikes. Here's Jake Marshall 0 for 2. He reached on an error way back in the second inning. Backstrom out of the stretch. His first pitch is on the outside corner, strike one. He hits the glove of Butcher and gets the strike call. Marshall, right-handed hitter, nobody on, one out. The 0-1 from Backstrom. Breaking ball tapped up the middle. Romero behind the bag. Fields. Oh, my goodness. Racing Romero at shortstop. Ranging up the middle. The 360 spin, and he throws Marshall out at first. What a play by Romero at short. 2 quick outs for Backstrom, and now Willie Salas. Salas is 2 for 3 in the game, a pair of singles. He knocked in 2 runs on a hit in the second inning. Backstrom's first pitch to him, a fastball above the letters. A swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. Play Salas straight away. 1 delivery. Found into the glove of Butcher, strike 2. Backstrom way ahead of Salas, 0-2. He hasn't seen the curveball yet from Backstrom. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Threw him another fastball, and he blew him away. 3 fastballs to Salas from Backstrom, and he strikes him out. A pair of strikeouts in the inning for Spencer. Stretch time here at Palooza Park at Arnold Field as we go to the Stomper half of the 7th, and Racing Romero leads us off.
We would like to thank our community partners. Tina Schoen, Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty. Sonoma Hills Retirement Community. And
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Romero leads us off in the last of the 7th inning against Andrew Fuentes. His first pitch is in the dirt with a fastball. Romero's 1 for 2 with a hit tonight. He's also walked and scored a run. Left-handers 1-0 is at the knees, strike 1. Salina has taken a 5-4 lead over San Rafael, and they're in the top of the 5th inning. 1-1. Romero hits it sky high down the right field line. Fitzpatrick, long run, loses the hat, foul territory, and he can't make the catch. Jacob Cox is throwing in the Stomper bullpen. Backstrom, who threw the 6th and 7th, had a nice night. So it'll be Cox in the 8th, and then maybe Richardson. I don't see. Maybe Schill as well. Here's the 1-2, and Romero takes in the dirt. Well, we could see Ryan Richardson. He didn't throw in last night's game. He didn't throw in Vallejo in the 11-4 win. Last time he threw was when the Stompers clinched at home on the 14th, so 3 days ago. So we could see him tonight. The 2-2. Ooh, off the outside corner, and that fills the count. Left-handed Fuentes, payoff pitch outside on Romero. Leadoff walk. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's Matt Hibbert. So right now in the standings, San Rafael is a game and a half up on Vallejo. So if Salina were able to hold on, just one game would separate those two with 6 to play. First pitch to Hibbert is on the outside corner of fastball, strike 1. So second place continues to be interesting as we come down the stretch. Here's the 0-1, and that curveball is way outside. It goes to the backstop. Romero goes to second on a wild pitch. One and one the count on Matt Hibbert with Romero now at second, and he takes low a fastball from Fuentes. Stompers 3 for 5 with men in scoring position tonight, and that 2-1 pitch is very high on Hibbert, 3-1. Fuentes has a good pace on the mound, which we like in a 14-3 game. He's just not throwing a lot of strikes. His 3-1. Swing and a miss, and the count is full. Gotta on deck, the count's full. Hibbert, right-handed hitter. Romero's at second, nobody out. Walk and then a wild pitch. Here's the payoff, and Hibbert takes outside. Borderline. Back-to-back walks. Open this bottom of the 7th, and now Nick got it. Here comes Geraldo Obispo out to the mound. Acting manager tonight with Tito Fuentes Jr. not here. This will be an informational visit as Napa gets somebody down in the bullpen up. Obispo keeps looking down there. It's the top of the lineup now with first and second and nobody out. As Obispo looks down for a 4th time, and now he'll go back to the dugout. So here's Gata. He's 1 for 2, single run scored in the 5th. Walked and scored in the 3rd, and he walked another time in the 1st inning. Back-to-back walks have opened this bottom of the 7th. Romero and Hibbert against the left-hander Fuentes. His first pitch to Gata, a curveball, is over the inside part of the plate. 0-1 the count on Nick Gata, the left-handed hitting second baseman. Fuentes on 0-1. Breaking ball this time misses too far inside, and Gata has to back out of the box. 1-1, nobody out. The pitch. Outside ball 2. You play straight up defensively on Gata. The 2-1. High ball 3. Gata could potentially walk for a 3rd time, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. That fills the count. Jacob Barfield on deck. The payoff to Gata. Fouled out of play. Another 3-2. Romero leads from second. Hibbert from first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. It's on its way, and that's outside. And Fuentes has walked. The bases loaded. Barfield is scheduled to hit. Will he face Fuentes is the question. Looks like he will. Barfield is 0 for 3 in the game. He walked and scored in the 3rd inning, looking for his first hit. Fuentes, the left-hander, the first pitch. Shot to right. Fitzpatrick comes on. That falls for a base hit. Romero scores. Hibbert waved around third. That gets past Fitzpatrick. So 2 runs are going to score. And it's 16-3. So an RBI single for Jacob Barfield. And Fitzpatrick in right misplays the ball, and that allows a 2nd run to score. So the E9 allows everybody to move up. And now there's going to be a pitching change. So 2 runs come in. It's 16-3. And Fuentes is knocked out of the game. So this pitching change brought to you by Sonoma Hills Retirement. We'll have it for you when we come back. New pitcher for Napa is going to be the left-hander Sean Jackson, making his 11th appearance, an ERA of 5.40. He's allowed 7 runs on 3 hits and 11 2/3, 6 walks and no strikeouts. He'll face the left-handed Chris Quitzer. Left on left with second and third and nobody out. The first pitch is outside and low. One ball, no strikes. Jackson from the windup. Here's the pitch, and Quitzer takes high and hit. Two balls, no strikes. Quitzer, the lefty. 1 for 3 in the game. The 2-0 is swung on and missed. 2-1. The pitch to Quitzer. Outside, called a strike. 2-2 on Chris. 2-2 pitch from Jackson. Breaking ball hammered into center field. Gatto will score. Barfield gets the wave. The throw in from center is going to be late. A 2-run single for Chris Quitzer, and he's driven in 4 tonight. 4 more runs here in the bottom of the 7th. And now Brent Gillespie. Quitzer at first and nobody out. It's 18-3. They pull the center fielder over as Gillespie swings the first pitch and comes up empty. Jordan Anderson has come in to play center field with Jackson, the center fielder, coming in to pitch. So Anderson goes in the 5 spot of the lineup in the DH spot previously occupied by Nico Tony. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball fouled away by Gillespie, and it's 0-2. Gillespie's 2 for 3. An RBI single, a 2-run home run, a sacrifice fly. He's driven in 4. No balls and 2 strikes on Gillespie. Quitzer's at first. Nobody holds him on. The 0-2 in the dirt. Jordan Gar has also come out, and he will play first base. So Josh Montalongo out of the game for Napa here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jackson from the stretch. He looks to first. The 0-2 to Gillespie. Make that the 1-2 is low, and that goes to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Brent Gillespie. Looking for a 3-hit night tonight is Brent. Still no outs. Bottom of the 7th. Jackson looks out towards second, now throws on 2-2, and Gillespie takes low and away. 3 walks in the inning, they've all scored. Three and 2. Gillespie, the left-handed hitter. Kearns at make that Kritzer's at second. The payoff is fouled off at the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Brent Gillespie. Salas, the shortstop, is pulled up the middle. Anderson in center field is way over toward the gap and right in front of the wall where Gillespie went deep. Four runs in the inning. A Barfield RBI single. A Quinter 2-run single. Here's the payoff again, and Gillespie is down on strikes. He fouls it into the glove of Jake Marshall, who is able to hold on. 1 out. Here's Barrios. Barrios 1 for 3 in the game. He singled and scored in the 6th, walked and scored in the 5th. Right-handed hitting second baseman. Jackson, the left-hander. His first pitch. Breaking ball that gets past Marshall, and it goes to the backstop. One ball, no strikes, and now Marshall's going to go out and talk to Sean Jackson. That strikeout to Gillespie was Jackson's first strikeout of the season in 11 2/3 innings. Quitzer's at third base after the passed ball. One ball, no strikes the count. Now Jackson works from the windup, his 1-0. Line to center field, a base hit. It's 19-3. An RBI single for Pedro Barrios. His second hit of the ballgame. For those of you wondering, the Stomper franchise record is 21 runs, and they set it earlier this year in a 21-8 win over the Stockade. That was a Sunday afternoon game. Here's Kern. He homered his last time halfway up the tree on the other side of the bleachers in left center. Takes the first pitch down low. One for two with that two-run home run. He's been hit twice in the game tonight. Jackson's 1-0. In the dirt again, ball 2. Kern way ahead in the count, 2-0. He'll look for something over the heart of the plate here from Sean Jackson. The 2-0 pitch. Smash through the 5-6 hole, another base hit. Fourth hit in the inning for the Stompers. Now it's Bronson Butcher. Butcher's 1 for 3 with a grand slam tonight. Stompers 19 runs on 13 hits tonight. Barrios at second, Kern at first, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Butcher at the plate against Sean Jackson, his first pitch, and that is inside, ball 1. Butcher, the 9th stumper to hit here in the last of the 7th. Jackson's 1-0. Butcher takes on the inside part of the plate, 1-1. Let's look at the score in Sanderfeld. They're in the top of the 6th inning. It's the Stockade 5, the Pacific's 4. First and second, 1 out. Jackson set. Here's the pitch. Butcher takes a called strike down below the knees. Strike zone is expanded for sure here in the 7th. At times. You expect it to be a little bit bigger, and that's just what you expect. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's way inside on Butcher. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. Butcher's driven in 4 tonight. On 1 swing, here's the 2-2. Chopped it right back up the middle. Connor's at second. Fields, he steps on the bag for 1, throws across to first, and a 4-3 double play. The Stompers score 5 more times. We're through 7 full. It's 19-3.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks. delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits, or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Sean Jackson will hit to lead off the top of the 8th inning. 2, 3, and 4 against Jacob Cox. The 6'5" right-hander, his first pitch to Jackson, a cutter for strike 1. Defensively for the Stompers, Daniel Molinari has come in to play left. That pushes Jacob Barfield from left field to first base. So Gillespie is out of the game as Cox deals on the outside corner, 0-2. So Daniel Molinari will come in the 4th spot of the lineup. Gillespie's night is done. 0-2 pitch on the ground to short. Romero backs up on it. He'll field and throw Jackson out at first. One away, and Cox induces the ground ball. And here is Jordan Garr. So Jordan Garr came in defensively in the bottom of the 7th inning, and Montelongo's night is done. He ends the night 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts, so Garr's in the game. Right-handed hitter against Jacob Cox, the 6'5" right-hander. Here's his first pitch, and that's a little bit above the letters. One ball, no strikes to count. Cox 3-0, a 4.73 ERA. His 1-0 pitch to Garr is a little bit low with a fastball. .45 and 2/3 innings for Cox. He struck out 36, walked 32, and allowed 45 hits. Here's his 2-0. And Garr takes outside and low. 3 balls and no strikes to count. Nobody on and 1 out. 19-3, top of the 8th. .30 pitch misses down low, so a 1-out walk issued to Jordan Garr. Here's the left fielder, Nick Olch. Olch is 2 for 3 in the ball game. He doubled and scored in the 2nd, struck out, and then singled in the 6th. He'll play for a double play. Cox working out of the stretch. Barfield plays behind Garr over at first. The first pitch to Olch is outside, so that's 5 straight balls from Jacob Cox. 1-0 with a man at first and 1 out. There's the pitch from Cox, and Olch slicing fly ball toward left center. Molinari going back on it, and that ball is gone. Third hit of the night for Nick Olch, his second home run in the last 2 games, his 12th of the season, and it's 19-5. So now just a 2-touchdown ball game. Jordan Anderson's going to hit for the first time. He came in defensively in center field when Sean Jackson went from center to pitch. Anderson at 201, 7 home runs, 21 runs batted in. First pitch from Jacob Cox is up high. Cox working back out of the windup with the bases empty and 1 out. The 1-0. Broken bat, soft liner. That'll fall in left field for a base hit. Jordan Anderson in his first at bat gets a single and breaks his bat. It died a hero. Nine 19-5 in the 8th. And Bethencourt will hit with a man at first and 1 out. Cox got a ground out to Jackson to open the inning, then walked to Gar. Olch hits the home run, and now Anderson single. First pitch to Bethencourt is a fastball fouled straight back. No balls and 1 strike on Bethencourt. He's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles. Barfield plays behind the runner at first. He will not hold him on. The 0-1. Slider swung on and missed. The nasty breaking ball from Cox. Way ahead of Bethencourt, 0-2. From the stretch, Cox at the chest. 0-2 slider. He started to go around the appeal, and he did not go. Ball 1 on Bethencourt. So Vallejo already won earlier today, and Sanderfeld trails by 1 in the 6th. The 1-2. At the knees, called strike 3. Cox gets his first strikeout, 2 away in the 8th. Austin Fitzpatrick is the hitter. 0 for 3 on the night. He reached on the fielder's choice and scored a run back in the 2nd inning. First pitch from Cox on the outside half with a fastball for strike 1. They play Fitzpatrick straight away in the outfield. The 0-1. A little bit off the outside corner with a slider. Cox at 6'5" downhill, his 1-1 pitch, and that's low on Fitzpatrick. Stompers winners of 6 of their last 10. Napa 2 of their last 10. 2-1. High hopper on the ground to short. Romero will field a quick release throw to first in time, and that ends the inning. Napa scores twice on the Nick Olch 2-run home run. To the bottom of the 8th we go. 8-9-1.
North Bay Credit Union is proud to be part of Sonoma County's home team. We're your progressive alternative to big banks, delivering a full roster of great banking services, but at much lower costs. Our lineup always hits it out of the park. Auto loans, home loans, manufactured home loans, and 100% free checking that pays you back. We're equally proud to support lots of local groups, including the Sonoma Stompers, because that's what neighbors do. We're the home of league-leading Kasasa Checking. Kasasa Checking is better than free. It pays you, and you choose how you want to be rewarded. Bonus dividends on your deposits or cash back on your debit card purchases. And Kasasa makes any ATM a free ATM. It's easy to switch to Kasasa in just minutes at northbaycu.com. Our convenient branches are just a short stop from anywhere, including our newest Sonoma Valley and Rohnert Park locations. Don't let banks throw curveballs at your budget with high rates and foul fees. Count on North Bay Credit Union to save you money every day. Learn more at northbaycu.com or call 707-584-0384. Loans subject to approval. Details at northbaycu.com.
Grayson Romero leads us off in the bottom of the 8th inning. He'll be followed by Matt Hibbert and Nick Gatta, and they will face Jordan Garr. And his first pitch to Romero misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Garr making his first appearance, and his 1-0 is across the knees for strike 1. So with Garr coming into pitch, that sends Nick Oltz from left to first. Jackson goes back to center, and Anderson goes from center to left. Romero takes the breaking ball. 2-1 the count. Ryan Richardson up in the Stomper bullpen. The 2-1 is hit in the air to center field right at Sean Jackson. He backpedals 3 steps. He makes the catch. 1 away, here's Hibbert. Hibbert in the ball game is 1 for 3, singled, walked, scored twice. Jordan Garr out of the stretch, and the sidearm delivery this time is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Napa 3 in the second, 2 in the 8th. Garr's 1-0. High and in, ball 2. Stompers 5 in the 3rd, 5 in the 5th, 4 in the 6th, 5 in the 7th. Here's the 2-0. And that bounces 4 feet in front of the home plate for ball 3. Stompers have walked 10 times in the game tonight. Make that 11 times in the game tonight. 8 of them have scored. Oh, look at this. Miles Williams is coaching third. Gotta takes inside 1-0. They're not going to hold him on. Williams, who got the night off tonight, and I guess Zach Pace said, you know what, I'm going to kick my feet up maybe, or just take an inning off. Got to take strike 1 on the outside corner. This is the first inning we haven't seen Pace over at third base this year. The 1-1. Got to take slow, ball 2. Miles Williams, Daniel Molinari, and Rob DeAngelis were on the bench. Molinari's been used. So it's just Williams and DeAngelis now, and Gatta fouls off the 2-1 pitch. It's 2-2. And Williams, you'd have to bet, he's played the most games out of anybody this year, 51. He's probably still locked in the dugout, even on an off night. He probably asked to go to third base, just knowing him. The 2-2. That's inside on got it. It goes to the backstop, and up to second goes Hibbert on a wild pitch. The count's full. 2 more to tie the record, 3 more to set a new one. There's 1 out in the 8th. 21 is the record. That was set against Salina in a 21-8 win. The payoff, and Gata has walked for the 4th time tonight. They said it can't be done as he's chasing down Zach Pace's walk record of 84. He now has 75 with 6 games left. If he keeps having nights like tonight, he's going to get close. Here's Barfield. 1 for 4. He singled home a run in the 7th and scored. He walked and scored in the 3rd inning. First and second, 1 out, so Barfield can set us a new record. First pitch from Gar. Fouled it off right behind home plate. 21 is the record for runs scored in a single game. The previous record before this year was 20, set back in 2017, a June 17th game against San Rafael. Here's the 1-0. Uh-oh! He got it! 3-run shot for Barfield. 22-5. And Barfield has just set a new record. 22 runs scored in a game. Barfield gets the handoff from Miles Williams over at third base, and Barfield has his 19th home run. Three-run shot for Barfield. He's driven in 4. Here comes Chris Quitzer. Quitzer, 2 for 4. A single, a triple, and 4 RBIs. And an ephus, I guess, from Jordan Gar. Are we going to keep the ephus thing going? Because that could be kind of fun. The 1-0 is inside on Quitzer. 2 balls and no strikes. So they set a record earlier this year and broke it tonight. It's 22-5. Fastball. It was a strike on the inside corner. He's got a couple of different pitches, does Gar. He's shown a breaking ball, and I don't think that's it. From the stretch, here's the 3-1, and Quitzer lines it off of the glove of Olch at first. That's going to be a base hit. Quitzer has a 3-hit night. Still only 1 out. So here comes Daniel Molinari hitting in Gillespie's spot. Molinari hitting .250 with 2 home runs and 14 runs batted in. Molinari is in left field. His first at bat, and Gar deals a strike on the inside corner. Nothing in 1 the count. Here's the pitch from Gar. Oh, there's the breaking ball for strike 2. See, we knew he had one. That's the 2nd time he's thrown it. Quitzer's at first, still just 1 out. Here's the 0-2, and that's low and away. Gar from the stretch, his 1-2. Oh, the hesitation outside. A little Kershaw there. Lift the leg at the bottom. He dropped it down, paused. They're in the top of the 7th in San Rafael. It's 5-4 Salina. Here's the 2-2. The slide step this time, and he misses low and away. So the count's full. Jordan Gar from the stretch. His payoff. In the dirt, ball 4. First and second, still only 1 out. And here's Pedro Barrios. He is 2 for 4, 2 singles, an RBI, 2 runs scored. "13 walks tonight for the Stompers, and the first pitch to Barrios. High and in, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And he balked. Oh, man. Jordan Gar is displeased, to say the least, about the balk. One ball and no strikes on Barrios. Second and third now after the balk. Gar on 1-0 to Barrios. Here it comes. It's outside, ball 2. Barrios way ahead in the count, and the ephus is high. Three walks in the inning, 2 hits, a Barfield 3-run home run, and that 3-0 was on the outside corner. A lot of room in right center for Barrios. His power is the other way. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and he pops it up, foul territory first base side, and that's out of play. Counts 3-2 with Nick Kern on deck. Gar's payoff. Out of play. Three and two on Barrios. Still just 1 out. Here's the payoff again, and that's hit on the ground to third. Bethencourt drops it initially, and now he'll throw across to first. That's an RBI ground out for Barrios as Chris Quitzer comes in to score. Over to third base goes Molinari. It's 23-5. And now Nick Kern with a man at third and 2 away. Kern is 2 for 3, a 2-run home run. It went halfway up the trees and left. Here's the first pitch from Gar. Big swing, and he pops it out of play. Kern still hit what we believe is the longest home run here this year and maybe ever. Even further than the one that Gillespie hit earlier in the game. 0-1 breaking ball is high. Gar's 1-1. Oh, big hack from Kern, 1-2. The 1-2 over the head of Kern, and he just did avoid getting hit for the third time. Molinari is at third, 2 outs. The pitch. High and away, and the count is full. The payoff pitch to Kern. And he walks. Checked his swing. Runners at the corners, and Butcher will hit. Here's the first pitch to Bronson Butcher, and he fouls it out of play. Nothing in one the count with runners at the corners and 2 out. Here's the pitch, and Butcher takes a breaking ball down low. The 1-1 is a cue shot foul first base side. So 1-2. Gar out of the stretch. His 1-2 pitch. It's high and away, ball 2. The 2-2. On the ground, left side into left field, an RBI single for Bronson Butcher. It is 24-5. Well, here's Rayson Romero. He led off this inning flying to center field. He's the 10th stomper to hit here in the bottom of the 8th. Gar's first pitch, and that hits 4 feet in front of home plate. And everybody's going to move up 1 base on the wild pitch. Romero is 1 for 3 with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. No RBIs tonight. He could collect a pair here. The 1-0 pitch. High and in, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch, and Romero knocks a base hit to left. Kern's going to score. Miles Williams puts up the stop sign. An RBI single for Romero. It's 25-5. And here comes Geraldo Obispo, and he may have seen enough of Jordan Gar. So Jordan Gar is done, and Willie Salas is going to pitch. So where's Gar going to go? He may go to second, and they may put Connors at short. We'll have to see. That's just a guess. Willie Salas has appeared in 1 game. He allowed a run on a hit, an ERA of 9. His 1 appearance was on August 5th against the Stompers. Salas only needs a couple of warm-up pitches. So Salas is going to come in and pitch. Gar looks like he's going to go to short. The Stompers have scored 5 runs for the 4th inning tonight. They've scored 6 here in the 8th. First pitch to Matt Hibbert. This is called a strike on the outside corner. Hibbert is 1 for 3. 2 walks. He scored 3 times. Salas is 0-1 pitch, and Hibbert shoots it foul over the Stomper dugout. And quickly, it's 0-2. Butcher's at third. Romero at first. The 0-2. Hit it on the ground. Right side. A base hit. It's 26-5 on the Matt Hibbert RBI single to right. The Stompers are 10 for 14 with men in scoring position. And so here's Ghana, who walked and scored in this inning already. And the first pitch from Salas is low. Salas is 1-0. Got it to right center. He put a charge into that one. That goes all the way to the wall. Romero scores. Hibbert scores. Gata stops at second. A 2-run double. It's 28-5. So now Jacob Barfield, who hit a 3-run home run to set the record at 22. It's now 28. And he's got another shot here this inning. Barfield is 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs. First pitch, lined in and out of the glove of Bethencourt at third. That's going to be a base hit. A base hit for Jacob Barfield and his 3rd hit of the night. Here is Chris Quitzer. Here's the first pitch from Salas, and Quitzer shoots it to left. That will fall, a base hit. It's 29-5 on the RBI hit from Chris Quitzer. They just won't stop. They just will not stop. Here is Daniel Molinari. He walked and scored here in the 8th. Ten runs in the 8th. First pitch to Molinari. Oh, down the left field line. That'll go to the wall. Barfield around third. And here's the throw to the plate. And no tag for Marshall. That's 30. Barfield kind of just threw his arms in the air and said, okay. 30-5. Barfield was subtly waved around by Williams. Gar threw home, and Marshall caught it before Barfield got to the plate, and he kind of just didn't tag him. Here is Pedro Barrios. He takes outside. Barrios is the 16th Stomper to hit as he takes a strike. Salas from the stretch is 1-1. Down the right field line, it is foul by about 3 feet. It's 1-2 on Barrios. He drove in a run on a ground out earlier in the inning. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball is outside, 2-2. The 2-2. Breaking ball into center field, a base hit. Quitzer's going to be held at third. And the bases are loaded. That's the 10th hit in the inning. Here's Nick Kern. First pitch, chopped on the ground foul. And the count is 0-1. The bases are loaded for Nick Kern. The 0-1. Breaking ball outside. The 1-1. Oh, big swing from Kern. 1-2. Can Salas do it? His 1-2. Outside, ball 2. Salas set the 2-2 pitch. That gets by Marshall, and everybody's just going to stay put. The count's full. Bronson Butcher's if Bronson Butcher comes to the plate, the Stompers will have hit around for the second time in the inning. The payoff. Oh, called strike 3, and Salas gets out of it. He strands the bases loaded. We go to the 9th. It's 30-5.
We would like to thank our community partners: Tina Schoen Broker Associates, Sotheby's International Realty, Sonoma Hills Retirement Community, and
Car Star Body Best Collision of Sonoma.
And social media support is provided by Wordmice.
Stompers Baseball is brought to you in part by Sonoma Clean Power. As your local public electricity provider, we source clean energy from renewable resources, geothermal, water, wind, solar, and biomass. And we deliver that power to residents and businesses throughout Sonoma and Mendocino counties. At Sonoma Clean Power, we're invested in the communities we live and work in. We deliver services that enhance quality of life through competitive pricing, improved air quality, and energy efficiency. By changing the way residents source energy, we're able to deliver customer programs that make a difference in everyone's life. Powered by innovative thinking, Sonoma Clean Power was formed to provide a choice beyond for-profit investor-owned utilities, in our case PG&E. Today, Sonoma Clean Power, or SCP, is a model for community choice programs throughout California. By providing higher percentages of renewable energy that reduce greenhouse gas emissions, our customers are helping solve the climate crisis at a local level.
Ryan Richardson is on in the 9th. It's 30-5. Does anybody know what time the bottom of the 8th inning started? At least 45 minutes, probably. It's the 8-9-1 hitters against Richardson here in the top of the 9th. Richardson, the 5'10 right-hander from Spokane, deals a fastball for strike 1. Richardson's 2-0 with 0.59 ERA. Here's his 0-1 pitch to Connors, and that's on the outside corner, strike 2. Richardson from the stretch on 0-2. Tapper foul up the first baseline. .30 1/3 for Richardson this year. 3 runs, 2 earned on 13 hits, 41 strikeouts and 2 walks for the right-hander. 8-9-1 Connors, Marshall, and Salas. The 0-2 pitch one more time to Connors from Richardson. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Connors takes strike 3, 1 away. Here's Jake Marshall. Here's the first pitch to Jake Marshall from Richardson. On the outside corner, strike 1. Nothing in one. Marshall is 0 for 3 in the ball game. 1 pitch on the ground, right side, moving over. Barrios, he'll field it, and that's out number 2. Two away and the base is empty. Napa down to their final out, and now the pitcher, Willie Salas. Willie's 2 for 4. A 2-run single. Another base hit, and he struck out twice. Richardson's first pitch, and he takes a little bit high. Richardson works solely from the stretch. He has the pants pulled up here tonight. Is 1-0. Is high, 2-0. There was a conversation around Major League Baseball. Is it the pants pulled up or the socks pulled up? And the conclusion they came to was it's pants up because you can still have the socks pulled up and wear your pants down. Here's the 2-0. And Salas taps it foul along third. Some guys say I'm going to wear my pants up today, meaning showing the socks. Other guys say I'm going to wear my socks up high today. And it was, well, which is it? It can't be both. Well, it's pants up, and here's why. The 2-1. In the air to right, coming on Nick Kern. Ball game. Final line score here in tonight's ball game. Stompers 30 runs, 23 hits, 1 error, 6 left. Napa 5 runs, 9 hits, 4 errors. They leave 5. The win goes to Nick Barnice. He ties Vijay Patel and Dakota Freeze for the most wins in the Pacific Association. Eric Gleitz gets the loss. He is 0-2. Final time of tonight's ball game, 3.5 hours.